Hi, I am Pep Roger, and today we're going to deal with ratio. At the end of this lesson, you should know what is a ratio and how to work problems with ratio. Now, let's find out what is a ratio. In mathematics, a ratio is a relationship between two quantities. For example, in one box we have oranges, in the other box we have lemons. In the oranges box, we have 8 oranges. In the lemon box, we have 6 lemons. Then the ratio of oranges to lemon is 8 to 6. It is written like this: 8 colon 6. The colon in this case acts as the to. Notice that the 8 was written first because the box with the oranges had 8. The 6 is written after because the box with the 6 items was listed last or second, which is also equivalent to 4 to 3. This is because when 8 to 6 is reduced to its lowest terms, we get 4 to 3. To reduce to its lowest terms, we divide by the highest common factor. That is the number that can goes into both numbers without leaving a remainder. In this case, it is 2. This is how 2 into 8 goes 4, 2 into 6 goes 3, and we end up with 4 to 3. Similarly, the ratio of lemons to oranges is 6 to 8. It is 6 first because the lemons are written first in this case, and the lemon box contains 6 items. Or it can be reduced to 3 to 4, just as we did with the above. Let's work a problem. Question: what is the ratio of green to blue? We're speaking about this green and this blue. Now the possible answers are 14 to 6, 7 to 3, 1 to 2, and 2 to 1. Now notice on the horizontal or the lower section of the squares, we have 6 for the green and 3 for the blue. On the vertical side, or the side that goes up, we have 14 for the green and 7 for the blue. Now, given what you would have told before, work this question. Now I give you 5 seconds to come up with the answer. Okay, now here we start to work out the question. First, we look on any of the sides of both squares. And whichever side we choose, in this case, we choose the lower section. There are 6 in the green and 3 in the blue. This can be written as 6 over 3. For the purpose of ratio, this 6 divided by 3 is still 6 colon 3 for the purpose of ratio. 6 on the green side, 3 on the blue side. And this is written in this way because the green was first. So the green was first, so you represent the green first. The blue was second, so the blue was represented second. It could also be written as 14 over 7 or 14 to 7. 14 to 7. This is the way that you would want to represent the ratio. This 14 over 7 or the 6 over 3 is just for clarity, to let you see exactly what happened. So this is written 14 to 3 because the green was written first and the blue was written second. Now let's continue and show you more. Now, what you realize here is that we would have reduced the 6 to the 3. Reduce it to 2 over 1, which is equal to 1. What did we do? We divide by the highest common factor. The highest common factor, as we said before, is the highest number that can go into 6 and 3 without leaving a remainder. And this is the reason why we actually wrote it as a fraction first, so that we can reduce it, do the mathematics and reduce it to its lowest form before we write it as a ratio. So 3 would be the highest common factor here. 3 into 3 goes 1, 3 into 6 goes 2, hence we have this right here. And we just write it as the ratio. Notice how the ratio is written. The top number, the numerator, is always written first. Then the colon sign, then the others. The numerator represents the first. Now we are going to try another question. A class had 35 students. 21 were girls and the rest are boys. What is the ratio of girls to boys? We have some possible answers here. 35 to 21. Or is it 21 to 35? 2 to 3. Or is it 3 to 2? Again, I will give you 5 seconds to see if you can come up with the answer. Let's do the working. There are 35 students. 21 are girls. That means how we are going to find out how many are boys. Boys will be equal to students minus the girls. In this case, 35 students minus 21 girls is equal to 14. So now we know we have 14 boys. Now, as we said before, girls to boys, so you write the girls first. And you write it just as we have it. 21 to 14. Then you look over the answer side with the answer. Do you see 21 to 14 there? No. That simply means we have to do something else with the 21 to 14. Hence, we write it as a fraction first, because we are going to do something with it. As usual, the first number represents the numerator. The second number represents the denominator. Hence, we have here 21 over 14. To reduce this to the lowest terms, which is this, what we do is again divide by the highest common factor. In this case, the highest common factor is 7. 7 is the highest number that can go into both 21 and 14 without leaving a remainder. Now let's do the maths. 7 into 21 goes 3 times, and 7 into 14 goes 2 times. Hence, we have the 3 over 2. And all we have to do after we have that is write the equal sign and write the numerator first, 3, and the denominator second, 2, with the colon splitting them. Hence, we get 3 to 2. And notice, because the girls were first and the girls were more. That's why the one with the highest number 3 is before 2. So we go over to our multiple choice answers and see if we have the correct answer there. In this case, the correct answer is 3 to 2 as was seen here. Now what we do is just circle the correct answer. So we circle the correct answer. Okay, you can stop the video and go again and look over the answers and look over the narration and see if you can understand what I have just said. If you like this video, please subscribe. However, before you go, we are going to work one more question. Let's do another question. As you will notice, the question gets more complicated as we go along. In this question, a farmer raises cows and goats for a living. He has a total of 400 animals. 3/8 of the animals are cows. What is the ratio of cows to goats? The possible answers are 5 to 3, 3 to 5, 3 to 8, or 8 to 3. Again, I will give you 5 seconds. Now, if you would have not yet came up with the answer, let us work it out. The farmer has total animals of 400. Hence, we write this 400. Cows is equal to 3/8, this 3/8 of 400. 3/8 of 400 when reduced is done like this. 8 into 400, in this case we know it goes 50 times. Hence we have 1/8 and 50 represents the 400. And all we do is just cross multiply. I would have shown you in a slide before how to multiply fractions. 3 times 50 gives you 150. 150 over 1 is equal to 150. Hence, the total number of cows we now know is 150. Now, to find out how much goats the farmer have, all we need to do, goat is equal to the total number of animals minus the total number of cows. We know the farmer has 400 animals and he has 150 cows. When you minus 150 from 400, we get 250. So the farmer has 250 goats. So what we do? The question, what is the ratio of cows to goats? Because we know the cows are 150, we write 150. Cows first, 150 first. Then we write the colon, then we write the number of goats. Hence we have 150 to 250. When we have this, which we know is the correct answer, we look on our answer sheet and see if that is written there. It is not written there. Hence, what we know is that we have to write this number as in its lowest terms. In this case, we write 150 over 250. To reduce to its lowest terms, I took the easier route. 150, because it ends up with 0, I know it is divisible by 10. 250, because it ends with 0, I know it is also divisible by 10. And when we divide by 10, all we need to do is take off the number of 0 that we have on that particular number. In this case, 10 only has 1 0, so we remove the zeros. Hence, we end up with 15 over 25. Now, we look again. Do we have 15 to 25 there? No. Hence, we know it can be reduced to the